led them to... There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foul-bloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt. With a thunk, the armored man collapses, unconscious.
Enough. The goblins have found us. No doubt the beasts will be back. We need to pack up and leave. Immediately!
Seems his skull isn't as thick as I thought.
Now that's settled.
Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor. Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. We're refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after gnolls attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the Descent.
The Descent, an infernal conspiracy that had seen the entire city of Elturel briefly dragged to the Hells.
So I hoped, but we've lost so many already. And more will die if we're forced out again. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
There's no point surviving these worms if we end up in a goblin stew. Let's just go. Something tells me I'll be whispering, "I told you so," to your corpse.
These boots have seen everything. I should speak up.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met, and thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day. We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels. As I said, it's a drastic measure, but the survival of the Grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone. I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers, but I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The Grove will be locked down soon.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zerg. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by goblin blade.
Thank you, Roland.
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can. Not forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Children! The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
Go on. Give me your best shot.
Not bad. Again. Hey, keep focus. See how I used your own force against you?
I can't do it.
Of course you can. It just takes time. I didn't become the Blade of Frontiers overnight.
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. An unknown face commands your mind. Blue skin, gnarled horns.
I'll be damned to the hells. You were on the ship.
A strange sensation courses through you, and Will's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed. You focus on the source of the power, but it is quiet and still. It needs to rest.
A demon? Sounds like that brain bug's really wormed its way in. We've both got parasites tickling our grey matter, and I've been having the strangest dreams. I haven't turned into a mind flayer just yet, but sooner or later, my luck will run out. Been thinking I need a healer, and I reckon you've been thinking the same. I've been waiting for this druid Halsin to return. They say he's pretty powerful. He could probably help us. Problem is, the goblins have nabbed him. We better go find him before we start growing talons and tentacles. Excellent idea, but I have a condition. Look at these kids. They've no chance on the road, not while goblins infest it. I've got the grandest of plans. You and me, we kill the goblin horde's leaders. That should scatter the buggers. Frontier justice, I call that. What say you? I love your spirit, but you're full up. But when the time comes, just holler. The Blade of Frontiers will come calling. splendid plan. Let's chat there.
Any questions, children?
Be with you in a moment. Indulging in a spot of vanity. Handsome devil, aren't I? Be that as it may.
Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of? Spot on. Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on? My point is this. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal. That, alas, is where my knowledge fails me. A rogue might call it luck, a priest might call it fate. As for myself, I'm a pragmatic. I see the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
I couldn't help but overhear. Well, all right, I could have helped, but didn't. Anyway, I feel the same. Other than the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. The voice on the ship told me I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think it meant? Huh, adorable. But your timing is awful. Whatever the Mind Flayer's plans were, those dragons spoiled them. That doesn't make our situation less dangerous. Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer. Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest.
Salutations. Living legend in the flesh. Slayer of specters, killer of kobolds. The pride of Baldur's Gate. No legend reaches every ear. The proof is in the pumpkin. As I'm sure someone once said, if you don't know me as a hero already, then I'll have to prove myself one. There's an old saying I just made up. To fell a dragon, you must chop off its head. These goblins are organized. It's no hamhead pulling the strings. We slither through their camp and off their leaders, quick as crickets. Did you see those tiefling kids back at the Grove? They should be chasing frogs, climbing trees, not training for battles they can't win. Those people look at me and they see a hero. Imagine how bad they feel if they were wrong. Now, I always save the best stories for my closest friends and my cruelest enemies. Get to be one of those and I'll spill the whole jug. You get that, right? Spill the whole jug? I guess I'll toss that one in the heap. I'm all ears. I reckon I could mutter and mope about till the brain bug takes me. But the truth is, I feel fine. Better than fine. And I've no plans to stop fighting the good fight. We sniff out the gobbo leaders and take their heads. And we free the druid housing while we're at it. If we want these brain bugs removed, he's our man. I know, that's a pretty big if. Make some room and I'm all yours. Well, some yours.
Abominations grow inside us. Our bones should ache, our mouths should bleed. Yet we thrive. It is madness. Keep your rest short. Time is not our ally.
I saw you getting a lecture from our magical friend. I have to say, I thought you'd look worse, but no. Not a tentacle to be seen. It's unexpected, but we shan't complain. I'm not taking anything for granted, of course. First sign of change, and I'll have to stop that pretty little heart of yours. I am open to suggestions. Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you'd prefer. Well, now you're just being close-minded. There are some lovely ways to go. I've watched urchins freeze to death in the street. It looks peaceful, just like falling asleep. Come on, humor me. If you had to choose. Then I suppose we'll just see what happens. Don't worry, darling. I like you. I'm sure I'll make the right choice. You again. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
Sir, are we gonna have to fight hobgoblins?
Hobgoblins? Maybe.
Oh, are those worse than the hobgoblins?
Thanks for spending time with the kids. I just wish... Well, thanks.
Swing and swing. Parry. Ah!